We've all felt it, that sudden flutter of butterflies when you're nervous, or a deep gut feeling telling you to avoid a certain decision. We usually brush these sensations off as poetic metaphors, but they are actually literal biological signals. For a long time, we viewed the digestive tract as a passive tube for processing food. But underneath that simple surface, your gut operates with a mind entirely its own. Look at this vintage anatomical drawing. It shows what scientists call the enteric nervous system. It is a dense, intricate web of nerves woven directly into the lining of your entire digestive tract. This network contains over 500 million neurons. That is more nerve cells than you will find in your spinal cord. Possessing 500 million neurons gives your gut the capacity for independent processing. It functions as a second brain, one that is physically capable of feeling and remembering. We traditionally view the brain inside our skull as the sole commander, sending orders strictly down to the rest of the body. But this diagram shows a different connection, the vagus nerve, a thick cable running from your digestive system straight to your brain. While we expect traffic to flow downward, an astonishing 90% of signals travel upward, from the gut to the brain. Your second brain is constantly sending updates upstairs. It feeds the brain distress signals, reports on inflammatory states, and details your microscopic metabolic needs. Your gut acts as an active instigator, supplying the data that dictates your daily emotional state. To understand those signals, we have to look at the chemical workers inside your digestive tract, the microbiome. Inside you live trillions of bacteria. Together, they function like a massive microscopic chemical factory that runs 24/7. These bacterial populations manufacture the actual neurotransmitters that your brain requires to regulate your mood and emotions. Take serotonin, for example. This is the primary neurotransmitter responsible for feelings of happiness, calm, and emotional stability. While it's a key brain chemical, approximately 90% of the human body's serotonin is manufactured in the gut. When this bacterial factory is disrupted, it directly starves the brain of the mood-stabilizing chemicals it desperately needs. Your ability to maintain a positive mental state is physically bottlenecked by the chemical output of your gut bacteria. This microscopic production line connects directly to the modern epidemics of clinical anxiety and depression. Recent medical literature, like this systematic review from BMC Psychiatry, shows that an imbalance of gut bacteria is a foundational driver of these mental health disorders. This illustration breaks down the mechanism of anxiety. An overabundance of pro-inflammatory bacteria triggers the immune system, sending panic signals straight up the vagus nerve. By contrast, anti-inflammatory bacteria produce molecules that send signals of safety and calm. Scientists can now predict a person's future anxiety levels months in advance simply by analyzing the specific ratio of bacteria in their gut. Treating anxiety strictly as a cognitive brain problem ignores the root chemical alarms being pulled in the digestive tract. Knowing this changes how we look at our everyday mental well-being. Mental health and gut health are two sides of the exact same biological coin. Unlike our fixed genetic code, the gut microbiome is highly malleable and can be actively changed by what we eat. The everyday gut feeling is a highly evolved, scientifically accurate biological warning system that deserves your trust and protection. If your gut is literally writing the chemical script for your mind, you must be incredibly intentional about what you are feeding the author.